Oh, you've redecorated. No one likes it. So I'm gonna take a break from talking about Marvel for a little bit and just take this time to talk a little bit about Doctor Who. Sad, sad Doctor Who. Like the picture of David Tennant there. Sad. So I really haven't watched The Doctor in a while. I did get into it, really enjoyed the 50th anniversary special. And then they abandoned the Doctor. So everyone seems to be really up in arms, and for just reason, that the PC writers at BBC have basically retconned the Doctor to where the Doctor was never the Doctor, and was in fact a whole bunch of women who were oppressed by a bunch of Gallifreyan men. So you can watch all those videos, but chances are you've probably watched a few, or at least watched this horrific episode that people are complaining about. Anyway, I'm going in and putting my 2 cents to basically say that I feel that they've abandoned the Doctor long ago. You see, I feel that BBC, the writing staff, everyone involved with Doctor Who in that regard, rather abandoned the Doctor Who storyline the way it was going after the 50th anniversary special. In the Day of the Doctor, we had the Doctor being sad, the Doctor being sad, the Doctor just moping about because he knows that he had destroyed Gallifrey. It's all his fault, and that's how all the new Who episodes were kind of centered around. He's the last Time Lord, last of his kind. Okay, the Master pops up every now and then, but still, the Doctor is the last good Time Lord, the last one of his kind. But then in Day of the Doctor, we get a new hope. We realize that the Doctor, when he thought he destroyed Gallifrey, was really all of him working together to save Gallifrey from the Time War. And then we even got another little hint that that's what we'd be moving on to as we get into Peter Capaldi's Doctor. But as Matt Smith left the role, well, we kind of lost all that. Matt Smith was moping about because he's the last of the Time Lords. Gallifrey still is out there, but he doesn't have time to look for it because he's old and he's on his last regeneration. Despite the fact that there were 13 telephone police boxes hovering about Gallifrey there, and clearly there could only be 12 of him. But somehow Capaldi made it, and Matt Smith didn't notice. So we go into that. He gets another set of regenerations. Everything's good. Capaldi's got new kidneys, and he's good to go as the Doctor. Until he decides he doesn't know who the Doctor is, and so the writing staff takes him on this long journey to figure out who the Doctor is, and who Clara is, and who Missy is, and basically every single side character except the Doctor gets explained who they are, until he has the revelation of the Doctor saves people. But we still don't get to see this heroic quest to find out where Gallifrey's been stashed and to rescue it and bring it out of this time-locked position that it was placed. No, we get to have Capaldi go through this ridiculous transporter cycle at the end of, season 39, whatever. Basically, Clara dies, he's in there, and he's going through this cycle of continually transporting himself into this maze, and then he finally makes it back to Gallifrey, where, he's there. Okay, he's there. That's it. That was kind of the last season that I bothered to watch the entirety of, and I really didn't care, and just his Doctor was completely absorbed in looking at sidecast members, throwing in as much PC stuff as they can, making sure that it was woke enough, and of course we have him regenerate into the Woman Doctor. And at that point, I wasn't getting BBC anymore, so I was like, well, I won't even watch it. Maybe I'll watch it when it comes on Netflix or Amazon or something. Those got canned because I don't want to subscribe to BritBox. But anyway, I feel they abandoned the Doctor at the end of the 50th anniversary special. And this is no surprise to me. Is there a way to go in and fix it? Of course, because we're dealing with Doctor Who, which can go around and change pretty much any problem whatsoever simply by saying wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. But I don't think that they can do that so long as she is the Doctor. And I'm not blaming her as an actress, I'm blaming the writing staff and the people running the show with BBC. Because although I'm sure she has some influence, they've basically taken the Doctor out of the Doctor ever since the end of the 50th anniversary. And so, if you want to have a nice ending to the series, go ahead and say Day of the Doctor is the end of it, and leave it at that. But otherwise, I think it's going to be a while, if ever, until we see the Doctor come back to being the Doctor. So, just my 2 cents there on that. Haven't watched Doctor Who since before Capaldi left, and really have not looked forward to any other episodes. So, what's happened is no surprise to me, and that's about all I have to say about that. Bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 da 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 da. I won't tell you to like or subscribe or click a bell, but comment below. Do 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 do.